money. We all like money. We all enjoy money. Can money be made on r/PhotoShopRequest? r/PhotoShopRequest is basically a website where people can request like photo editing stuff, like this one right here. Can someone turn the pants into black and remove the tattoos? Just general Photoshop, requests. They usually have something to do with personal stuff, I guess. And the thing is, like right here, can someone get rid of my ex with the white lightsaber? In the comments you'll see there's some joke stuff, but the one with paid, this is where it gets interesting. There's where the money comes in. Scroll down and you see people will have their things here. They'll also have the tip jar, which will lead to usually a PayPal, which is what I'm going to do. But the thing is, there's a lot of competition. There's 32 comments under this just one thing from an hour ago, so you need to be quick. You need to be fast with your Photoshop edits and be good. But before you do it, one of the rules is for all this stuff you have to have watermarks on it, which is kind of like a given thing because you don't want them stealing stuff. So let's create a watermark. I think our watermarks is just gonna kind of be like our banner, by the way. You like that banner? I just came here to flex. We're gonna make this watermark. Well, go to flaming text. We're gonna find my font I use for my YouTube channel. I use News Cycle Bond. What color? We're gonna make it like the dark mode text color. How are we gonna do that? Well, it's quite simple here. Just gonna screenshot some text. And then we're gonna open it in Pixlr. I'm gonna zoom in really close, and we're gonna take the color sample from it using the eyedropper tool. And right here they have the hex code. The hex code is basically like a code for colors. Like any color in the world has like a numerical code. It's like an URL to that color. We're gonna go in here into fill. We're just gonna change it. Then we got the same color. We're gonna remove the background, make it transparent. We don't need all these outlines, but you can't remove the outlines. That's what I don't like about this website here, Flaming Text. However, you can just make it the same color. Everything has a shadow too. I don't want to drop shadow. Just that should be simple enough. There you go. The watermark should be universal for everything. It's a 1:1 ratio, which we can extend it to basically anything. Oh wait, before we save it, we gotta change the opacity. So yeah, just do 40. And now, let's get to it. Let's get right into it. We already got a PayPal set up. Now, this one doesn't exactly say paid, but there's always a tip option. So for this one, it's pretty simple. It says looking for some color changes. I would like to text the optimistic and Ken Adams family to be in this hex. As we learned before, we already know what hex is. So we're gonna take this image right here. It's already pretty high resolution, I can already tell. So fill tool's alright. We did or that is, hope that's not a real name, because then I'll blur it out. It's the optimistic, and it can, so optimistic 2. And the white behind the atoms and the gray. So the white behind the atoms he wants in this color as well. So he wanted to keep the gray for that. He just wanted this to be in this red color. Want that to be in that color. Apply our watermark to it. Boom, we got our first one right there. Now let's see if there's any new requests. New specifically paid ones. Oh, we already got a new one. Invert, please. It seems like everyone else has already got to it. That's how you know their competition is rough when 12 minutes to already got these. But it's a simple request. See, why does this always have to do with arson? I mean, that was what I was gonna do when I first saw this, but still. Add a little shadow to this guy. How I add shadows is a little bit something peculiar. Not sure it's the definitive way to make shadows, but it's just how I do it. So I get the subject, I move him a little bit, copy him, flip him, I put him on his side like that, and then I go into levels. just turn everything down. Everything you see, just turn it down. Then put them behind them. The distort tool. Boom, yeah, he's casting a little shadow. To even go further, make it more realistic, I add Gaussian blur. And I added the opacity. So then boom, you have a shadow if the sun was shining from this way. So I got an idea. You know the hospital from the Dark Knight movie? I'm gonna put him like in front of the hospital. What I like to do is turn up the HDR a little bit. Then upscale it so it's a better quality. So another good thing with Opera GX, any image you copy, you don't need to save it to your computer. You can just copy and then it'll be on like a clipboard, and then you can just pull it up and add it there. Seems like he didn't quite take an offer. What we can do for this one is we can go a little bit extra mile since there's competition. We can also upscale it and also invert it. So to invert it, pretty sure there's already a setting to invert it. Yeah, easy. There's already a setting, but also what we're gonna do is we're gonna upscale it by 4 times. Take this image, back in here. There's the maximum resolution it can be. Another trick we can do is it's a little experimental. We can add a little bit of Gaussian blur to it, just a little bit, and then we can go to levels, and we can turn up the black a little bit so it's a little bit cleaner lines right there for an upscaled. So we're offering something that the competition isn't. Let's see if it's actually full resolution too. Sure is. See, like, let's look at our image and let's look at someone else's. This one's just like a simple invert right here. You can't really zoom in much. But ours you can zoom in. There's a detail really inside of there, way cleaner. The only little downside, it's a little bit thicker. Oh, this one's an interesting one. So I already got this one, but there's no response to it. But basically they wanted something to do with this lagoon. They provided different types of photos. I think I'll do something with this one. Essentially it's just asking to apply filters, something basic. So first thing I'm gonna do is upscale it. This is like dog water quality. This is like a Nokia. And now they want the water to look appealing. Now that's up for interpretation. I'm not sure if it just, maybe it doesn't want it to be green. I don't know. I say it like they're bots. Pretty much are bots. You're asking to invert an image when it's just a simple mouse click, but still. Enhance the appearance of the lagoon water. I like the water to look more appealing. So in order to make the water more blue, there's a couple techniques we can use, but the one I'm going to use is I'm going to make a selection. I'm using feather so it's a little less rough around the edges, if that makes sense. Well, it is a very simple selection. There isn't much thought put into it. I didn't even really go around the branches that much. But what we're just going to do is we're going to go into levels. We're going to up the blue a little bit more. And after we do that, we're going to go to what it looked like before, copy that, and flatten the image. Now we got a little bit before and after. So for the leaves, I'm going to change the opacity to 50%. Just so these leaves don't look as blue, because that kind of looks weird. Yeah, I think that already looks pretty good. Another thing we can do is we can just HDR to make it look like a real high definition image right there. The water looks really appealing. Like I would like to take a sip out of it, though it looks kind of like chlorine. And also sharpen the image. Clarity. Not too much though. And after that, for as far as filters go, I like using Snapseed, which is this mobile app. I know, we're about to say mobile app. And boom. Now we got the image inside of Snapseed. You can also turn up the details a little bit more to have a better details thing. You don't want it too much because it'll look kind of weird. Another thing we can do is a little lens blur, so it looks like it was taken like with the actual camera. You don't want too much though. But we want the focus to be the water. So vignette, we're gonna do outer brightness instead of darkness. So let's just do some general tunes to the image. Tell me, which water would you rather swim in? This water right here, or this water right here? I already know the answer. This water right here. This water looks so good, I might pull a Nestle and steal it. But I don't know. But that's pretty much what PhotoShopRequests is about. So I might come back like in a week or so, see if we made anything, which I doubt we really would have made anything, because we didn't do any specifically paid ones, because the competition is really good. Like, this was posted just 12 minutes ago, and they already got stuff flooding in. Also, regarding payments, you can get paid doing this. And how do I know exactly? You can go to like coffee tips right here. Go to stuff like this. You can already see like this person is using buymeacoffee.com to receive stuff, and she already made 21% of $1,000. How much is that? She made 210 bucks. So theoretically you could do it, but the thing is, it's pretty hard because the competition is pretty rough. There's 2K concurrently online ready to snatch up and put their hooks in the water. But yeah, I feel like there could be money to be made here, but also there's a lot of fun stuff you can do on here too. See ya.